What is up, guys? Dragon Gaming here, and in this video I want to teach people or show people, if they don't know already, how to really farm bounties efficiently with your Crusader. With 2.1 right around the corner, you're really going to want all those pretty legendaries, and the best way to do that is obviously rifts. I don't really know if great rifts are going to be better. I haven't really tested PCR that much, but T6 for sure. So to do this, to just get into those rifts, you need the bounties, and nobody likes doing bounties. So I've come up with a build that's pretty much painless. I mean, a lot less painful than, you know, actually trying to kill stuff. And what the hell do you mean by that? Well, I'm going to show you. So this build is going to make use of synergy between Firestarter, like what doesn't these days, and Steed Charge with Nightmare. And the objective of this build is really going to be to maximize the amount of time that you're on Nightmare. And this is just going to be amazing. So let me pretty much go over the gear requirements. This is my Torment 6 Firestarter build farm, so let me switch to gear, and I'm going to use a Hell Skull with a one-hander. I mean, you can, this is just like a placeholder. My Hell Skull happens to be rolled pretty freaking well, and if you have any other Crusader shield with 8% CDR, it will do. Obviously, you're going to need a Swift Mount instead of a Dark Light, and this is the only really intensive piece of gear that you need. I was really lucky to find one with 10%, well, I could roll 10% CDR on it. And, oh, but Ramalani's gonna make it shit. No, it's fine, because this is only gonna be used for bounties anyway, and I also have another Swift Mount, so don't you start with me. And, here's my SOJ. Again, cooldown is really the only important thing here. Well, Unity, actually, I'm not gonna be using Unity. Let me just show you the amulets. The chest piece, any chest piece. The Pauldrons of Akan. And the gloves. So again, CDR is really the most important stat. You're going to want to try to hit for 64, and the way you're going to do that is by making use of the Crimson set and, of course, the Royal Ring. So where the hell is my belt? There's my belt. And a Royal Ring. Now obviously you don't need this much damage. Like, I have pretty beastly gear because I've been farming for ages, and I'm still waiting for 2.1 to come out. But you see, with gear change, I'm up at 64%. Now, I haven't tested any other thresholds. Well, I have. 62 will pretty much be good enough, I think. But 64 is just really smooth. And man, once you experience 64% with the Nightmare Steed Charge, you're never gonna want to go back. And it's pretty much just like a complete game changer for the Crusader when he's farming bounties, because you're going to be able to use the Steed Charge permanently, and you're not even going to have to get off your freaking horse. You're just going to be running through things, and it's going to die. Everything, including elites, goblins, everything. You name it. Bounty targets, whatever the hell you want. And it's great! So, oh god, my pants. 90,000 pants, and still not one with hull resist. Yeah. Alright, that aside, let me give you a brief demo of the horse in action and the cooldown of the horse. And of course you're going to use Lord Commander, really important here because of the 25% reduction. And let me show you. So as you see, it pretty much coincides with the cooldown when it's back up, which is amazing. So now we're going to make use of this, and we're going to knock out some bounties real fast. So of course we're going to do Act 1, because the other acts, ain't going to happen. No Blizzard, you screwed up. So as you see here, everything just dies. You just run through it, everything, and it's just hilarious. I mean, I feel like a freaking demon hunter with a stupid little action shot. But I'm not. Obviously, demon hunter's a little faster. But if you're maining Crusader, or if you're like me and you play Bard first, and then Blizzard just took a giant dump on him, and you switch to Crusader, this is just amazing. So, Leaper, blah blah blah, couldn't resist the hit. So now we're gonna go kill the data miner. So the origin of this build, I was initially using endurance like pretty much every other Crusader I've talked to, and I was just like, you know what, shit, this sucks. I'm sick of dismounting because there's a little... Yeah, I just hate dismounting. It just feels inefficient. I can never really make use of the full endurance anyway. 37 out of 40, let's just run and get another mob here. Nobody cares about the matriarch. Okay. And Festering Woods. Obviously, I kind of screwed up here. You're obviously for max damage. It's actually even viable in T1 a little bit. I think I've tested it. I think shit still dies reasonably well. But, actually, maybe I should put that in another video. But, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so you want your Akarat's champion to be coupled with Nightmare, because every time you run through something with Nightmare, obviously, see, it does, procs the Firestarter, so it's even more damage. You don't want to lose that, you know. She's too good! Firestarter is too good! And before you ask me what I'm going to do in 2.1, well, take a guess. Probably going to try to push Firestarter to its limits. New roll-in set, yeah, looks good, but to be honest, at least it's going to be desired. No more permanent Akarat? Like, why? Even goblins die with one hit, like they get immune, and then all of a sudden, what? Well, they're using them for a little bit too long, but you get the idea. Be bad advertising right there. Clearing the Cave of the Moon Clan. Getting a Waller. Yay. It's just super fast, and I'm just clicking one freaking button the entire time. And it especially shines when you have those stupid quests where it's like, hey, kill 100 enemies. You just want to run through all of them. Why are you searching for the bounty target? You don't even have to like get off and actually kill mobs. You're just running through them, and it's killing it for you. It's fantastic. The hitbox sometimes misses. Like sometimes like they veer off to the side, so you have to make sure you kind of like strafe it a little bit. But I mean, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's all good. You know, I actually also noticed that every time you activate a con, or Akarat's champion rather, it actually does damage with procs Firestarter for some reason. Anybody else notice that? Maybe it was just crazy. Whoops. And the Butcher. I mean, it's great because you're ending up with like close to 200% movement speed all the time, like as you would with an endurance, which isn't nearly as like gear requirement or gear intensive. But you're also doing damage with your horse, which is just great. It's phenomenal. So I'm gonna get to the Butcher here. The next video I'm probably gonna make is gonna be about. Now he died. Yeah. See. All right. It's gonna be freaking hell. It always does this to me. I always need to remember, like, it's kind of like to the right sometimes. Well, sometimes, yeah. But the next video I'm going to make is going to be about Keyword and farming. New Hellfire Amulet. It's going to be hell to get the good roll, for sure, that you want. And I farmed a ton of them. I'll show you my stash after I'm done here. And I'm going to show you efficient ways, especially if you're solo. I've pretty much really optimized my routes and maximize the probability of them spawning in certain areas. Take minimal amount of time to get to, so it's much better than just like randomly searching through the area hoping the keyword was like there or not. But I'll definitely show you that. Of course it's going to be faster with a group, but I mean if you're solo and you get no friends, it's probably worth watching. So that's it. Next video is going to be keyword and solo farming, how to maximize your solo routes and get the most, because it's a 50% drop rate, let's face it. I hate that shit. So you see those are my keys. I found 100 of Key of Bones and 100 of Gluttony, and those are all my own because my clanmates hated freaking doing this, and I don't blame them. but this is our dragon, so we endure. Alright guys, until next time, take it easy.